And you, tell your Dark Lord.
If Jinx doesn't kill him first. Kí ló ń ṣe ẹ́?
Hello, my name is Ayodele Elegba. I'm the CEO and founder of SPOOF Animation Studios here in Lagos, Nigeria, and I'm director, writer, and producer of HEROCORPS. I wanted an origin story for how the HEROCORPS was founded.
We wanted to create an animation that had never been done in the Nigerian animation industry. And HEROCORPS Deep Genesis, it's just that, and it's a groundbreaking adventure.
Give me full control of your body, Apology. Let me end this.
I shouldn't have come at all. I told you this was going to take longer than a minute.
You still sulk over your fellowship with your woman when lives are at stake.
And I feel excited that it's out there, that people can see that there are animators, creatives that can actually do this. I'm proud to be part of those that made it happen.
I wanted to have a film that would show how all these heroes, which is Boxer, Striker, Jinx, and Vantage, came together to form the HEROCORPS. And of course, Detective Shinamo, which has not been revealed to many yet, but she's actually in that film. The story is about the need for us to come together as one, no matter our differences, our backgrounds, no matter our challenges and who we think we are. It's for me, it came from a concept that we have in Spoof, where we say there are no superstars. Even though you're a hero on your own ground, we need to still come together to be able to fight this bad villain.
Where are you, son?
In spoof animation, we love to tell stories. We love to transform ideas to life. So one of the best ways we go about this is by actually looking at, okay, what's the direction we are going with this story.
This film is a blend of rich Nigerian culture, epic storytelling, and stunning animation. It's a visual feast and a thrilling journey. I'm
sure when you watch most of our animation, you realize that it's very grounded. It's about things that we are dealing with in the country, in our lives, and we try to put that in our animation. So when you watch our animation, you kind of have a sense of, this is me, this is happening to me too. Once that is done, we bring in the writers. For this instance, I was a lead writer on this, and the lead writer comes up with a plot, meaning gives you an idea of how the story will flow. Just sketchy ideas of how the beginning, the journey, how they go on the journey, and all those story structure processes that we have, for storytelling. Once that is done, the writer presents his plots to the story team, and the story team listens to the plot and they give pointers. Oh, we need one more scene here. This doesn't make sense. Can you tighten up this plot? Can you do this? Can you do that? And the writer goes back, which is myself again in this case. I go back and I rewrite and bring back the plot again for a final approval. Once the final plot is approved, we go into script writing. And for script writing, it's all writing. It's all typing. I'm in the office typing on my laptop, trying to get some ideas out, trying to paint scenarios that are very Nigerian first, African as well.
Over the years, Spoof has been trying to improve on our composition with the help of references, training, brainstorming. So we try to duplicate what has been done on the mood board to make it look nicer, give it a definition, define it more better in the composition to make it look better.
When I saw Spoof Animation's Instagram, I followed them. Everybody should give them a follow. And when I saw the art to HEROCORPS, it reminded me a lot of Invincible, and I really love that art style. And when when I got in contact with them, that's the first thing I said. I was like, I was drawn to the art, and Spoof has amazing art. They do art in different styles, animation in different styles, and that's what makes them unique. And I was really drawn to their work, and just going through their catalog of just different works, different projects that they've done. I was like, yeah, this is definitely something I want to be a part of.
How we're going to come about the Strike Guard character design was pretty simple. We already have a reference, we already have a guide, a concept, which was from the comic book. And from the comic book, the director was able to make us understand that Strike Guard have this question mark on his body, which it was just easier for us just pick the comic and transform it into the animation style.
Strike Guard came back. It's a comic book that we published way back in 2008. Even when I had the idea of I wanted to come up with something that is unique. Strike Guard was a character I created because Strike Guard related to me so much back then because I just finished from school, just graduated from Polytechnic, Yaba College of Tech, and I had faced a lot of challenges in school: cultism, lecturers' abuse, failing courses, relationship issues, getting a girlfriend, being a geek, in that space, and that tension of you being in a space that you've never been before, you being amongst people that you've never been before. I just wanted to have a story, a character that could relate that and let the average young guy be able to relate and say, look, this guy relates with me and this guy knows what I feel. And Strike Guard was born.
One of my favorite moments would be when Strike Guard, when I grabbed Ganyu and jammed him across the bus, just severely jamming him on the bus, and then stared him down. I was like, any last words, Lord Digits. It was a very, I'm better than you kind of vibe, and it was actually.
I have of course, there's the whole thing is amazing, and but one of my favorite moments is when Ganyu is talking to Strike Guard, and he's just like, ugly face, what are you talking about? I'm Ganyu! Just his reaction, he's feeling just insulted and all that kind of stuff. It's really funny, and I really like kind of the menacing, aura that he gives out whenever you first see Ganyu. When he first goes into the scene, wrecking havoc to the public, and then he's just like, "Roar, you son of lightning!" That sort of thing. It's really fun. But those are probably some of my favorite moments. Besides him throwing cars around,
The choice of mixing 2D and 3D was a directorial choice and a technical choice, because we realized that 2D animation had its limits in terms of achieving some things. I'm sure if you remember Disney movies like Tarzan, where the background in Tarzan was all 3D, and you could see Tarzan swinging through the trees. It was 3D. It was easier to achieve. Even the Sleeping Beauty, what's it called? Beauty and the Beast. You realize that the palace scene where the Beast and Beauty, they were dancing, the palace was 3D. So we thought, for us to achieve what we wanted in our heads in terms of the vehicles, and there are some things I wanted to really make them look really authentic, we thought 3D was the way to go. And after talking to my team, and they said, look, sir, let's go for it. Let's go 3D. We called in the 3D department, called in the team, and said, look, can we achieve this? Can this be possible?
It was actually fantastic, and when I was given the privilege to make the cast for the 2D, it was awesome. More of the Jacka, but this one was making it fit more to be 2D and 3D into the 2D space. So it was kind of very challenging, but with the help of supervisors, I was able to work it out, and it came out very great.
We got to a point where we were like, okay, you know what, let's start to incorporate 3D so that the animators can focus on what they are really, really good at, which is animating characters. So why for things like probably car or something, we're like, let's just use 3D to make those parts.
And frankly, we had already done something similar in Ajaka Lost in Rome, and that gave us the confidence that people didn't even notice that we used 3D in Ajaka Lost in Rome. There were a lot of 3D scenes in Ajaka Lost in Rome, but people didn't really notice. So we decided to let's bring that into HEROCORPS and let's show them another level of what we can actually do with 3D. And we're able to pull it off. People are excited, and people can't even know the difference between the 2D background and the 3D background. And for me, that is fantastic. I feel when you merge different techniques like that, the audience shouldn't care. The audience shouldn't even feel it. It should just come naturally, and they're just watching a good story, and that's all that matters.
The team at SPOOF, they are very easy to work with. Everyone does their job with passion, so it's easy to supervise, it's easy to ask them about updates because they're always willing to give, because they do this job from their heart. So it's not a problem. Yeah.
I really love working at school, and I really enjoyed working on HEROCORPS. It was one of the best projects I've worked on.
What makes SPOOF the perfect choice to do something like this is that, first of all, I would say the teamwork. And the fact that we have a culture of love, culture of passion, culture of creativity, people that want to, just do cool stuff. And we have a large team as well, which also gives us this, leverage for us to try something like this and also finish it at a given deadline that.
What makes HEROCORPS unique to me is just the love that's put into it. This is top-notch animation, and just the work that they've put behind it, and you see the resume that SPOOF Animation has. I think that's what makes it special. How much work, how much dedication they really put into it, and how much they really care about this art.
Running. Running back.
Gymming. Treadmill. Running on a treadmill.
For the fight scene, as a director, you always want to show something different every time you shoot something. For Ajaka Lost in Rome, we went hard. We went hard with the blood, we went hard with the action, we went hard, with all that. For HEROCORPS, I wanted something subtle because we wanted HEROCORPS, the movie, to be a family-friendly film that everyone can watch, family can watch together. So we wanted to slow it down. For me, I wanted to slow it down, but yet still have that punch, have that impact, of how a superhero fight can be. I remember Zack Snyder's Man of Steel. That still resonates a lot, in my mind, even when I think of fight scenes. I think that was like a major classic fight scenes that has ever been done.
And even for the fight scene, we had to come together to be like, okay, we don't want to, make Striker go into God mode just yet, because just the beginning. So we had to, come together, and the team had to choreograph. Okay, this is what someone who has lightning would do, and he uses lightning all the time. He has super strength as well. And this is what he uses super strength for, and grabbing that car, and throwing it at him, charging straight up at Ghana.
Well, animating the action scenes was something that was very exciting and was exhilarating for me. And if you look at it, you can see the passion in it. For me personally, I'm quite inspired by some work from anime and the likes of Avatar, some DC works, and that's where I get my own inspiration from. However, when it comes to animating fight scenes, even animating generally here in SPOOF, we like to put in some choreography. We record ourselves, we choreograph the scene, and then we're able to put in that emotion into it. And if you look at our fight scenes, you can tell that there's story behind the fight. It's not just the punching and the kicking.
I wanted something that would show Lagos, would show the bridge, would show the yellow and black buses, would show representation of what Nigeria looks like. So anybody watching it can relate and feel like, that's home. And I called the lead storyboard artist, the story head, I called him, how far? What can we do? How can we make this happen? And he said, look, boss, I'm going to give you something. I'm like, really? He said, shock me. And he did.
As a storyboard artist, I love action movies. And because of that, it gives me this, let me just go out there and watch as much, gather enough references. And I also watch stunts men as well, stuntmen doing their own stunts and behind the scenes. And it's like I'm just storing all these moves in my head. Then we just, form with the team, and we just had to choreograph some movements to really get the flow and the energy of, okay, this guy is punching, this guy is going to be and stuff.
So for the fact that it's a superhero animated movie, and it's coming out of Spoof Animation, definitely, I think that it's quite different from stuffs that we see around here, coming out from around this place.
The first HEROCORPS, when we did the first HEROCORPS, it was us setting a mark, setting a benchmark for ourselves back then, and which we were able to pull it off, able to, deliver that cool action scene. And after so many years, we tried other projects, Ajaka, and aside from the fact that we're actually a service company, we also had to work and keep the company running. And we still have this burning fire within us that we just want to create something. And we're like, okay, what title should we bring back? And HEROCORPS was just there. And we're like, let's go for it. Let's give this thing a try. Let's see what we can do. And it's funny how it seems we're able to just take the quality and just bring it out, and they were like, oh, this is it. This is what we can do. And when I saw it, I'm like, yeah, this HEROCORPS it's way better. It's way better.
So you take box, I want you to have that, Agbero, Ajebule type of, boxer feel, yeah. Action. Temporarily. Action.
They know they teach you make you know the third girl. I'll bojo ejeleni. Next time, pick on someone your own size.
I want to add some, action. Your deep voice,
Alright. What did they do? They know they teach you make you know the beat girl. Oh yeah, today I go teach you. My bojo eje, mapo. Pick on someone your own size. Well, man.
Nice. Well done.
Thank you very much.
I think the funniest is when I first did my first draft of lines for HEROCORPS. I was actually recording because I was on a trip to Texas, and I was recording at my Airbnb, and thankfully the nice woman who I was staying with that was letting me do the Airbnb, she was out, getting groceries or seeing friends or something like that, and here I am just underneath the blanket, makeshift booth, all that stuff, just yelling like, Striker, son of lightning, no! Like, it was very interesting, and I've recorded on the road or on trips before, but that was probably the loudest, and I was kind of afraid if some people were, next door were gonna be like, that's special, but no, yeah, that was probably the funniest moment, or kind of like series of moments that I had during this, yeah.
My reaction when I saw the views on YouTube, I was blown away. 50,000 views in less than a week. Wow, that was awesome. That's crazy.
What's next? That's the question. What's next? Spoof is cooking. We're already cooking something good. It's actually all starts from the script, which I've seen, and the script is massive. Stories, adventure, love, relation between parents, parents struggling to raise their kids, and kids trying to understand their parents. It's like, two different generations trying to understand each other. And yeah, of course, action and things that you young geeks will love. And we are going to raise the bar. We are going to keep taking the bar up, and I would like you guys to, watch out for more.
People are wondering what next for Spoof. For us, Spoof, we are trying to really do something that has never been done before. Even though we are doing it in a very subtle way, people don't see us coming. We have a lot of things we're also working on. HEROCORPS is just one of them. So we want to really encourage people to follow us, to subscribe, support, We'll be bringing out a lot of content, you know, into the market. We'll be attending events, a lot of events. Lagos Comic Con is one of them that we'll be going for. So just watch out for us. Watch out for the 3D unit as well, bringing in some 3D stuff very soon. But watch out for us and keep supporting us. Keep giving us the support that you've always given us. Follow us on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube. Click the likes, drop a comment, and most especially, you know, give us a call and let's collaborate and do stuff together. We are open, we are ready to work with you. And thank you again for watching this video. See you guys.